Welcome everyone to today's match in this arcade showdown between Exact Science and Bastion Blue Succubus. This is going to be an exciting match. How's everyone doing today? We're going back to the points rules. We got 45 minutes of gameplay. It's a best of 3. Runners must get past room 10 to start gaining points. Once they get past room 50, they will gain double points. So if they get to 51, that's 2 points. If they get to 52, that's 4 points. But if they get to 50, no bonus points. So that's kind of how today's things will work. I'll be keeping track of it. Gonna have to do all the math in my head. But I've done it once before, so I'll do it again. And if I can't do it, I have a trusty little Excel spreadsheet that'll do it for me, so I don't have to think. But I think I'll be fine. Guys, this is gonna be an exciting matchup between two great women in the community, Exact and Bastion. I'm personally very excited to do this one. I believe Exact's PB is very recent. She has a 90 room PB, and Bastion's PB is a 73, I believe. And you guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but I'm pretty sure that's what I saw right now. And here we go. We are going to do a countdown with Funtune. Once Funtune says go, that's when you start. All right, both players, good luck. I am starting the countdown, and here we go. Go. All right. Good luck, runners. The rules prediction overlay is there, but you can ignore that for now. All right, so here we go. We have Bastion. We have Exact. Bastion immediately going for that CWJ. Now, if this was a race to 75, I would say maybe not necessarily worth getting that CWJ, but yeah, here we go. Because they want to extend it as long as possible. Speed booster right off the rip for both players. Okay, all right, let's see if they can make good use of this. All right, so here we go. Bastion getting a free 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 free 3,000 points right here. Took a little hit, but that's okay. You don't take that damage early in the game. Whereas Exact immediately gets that morph. So morph means one step closer to bombs, or well, you can get the bombs. So that's one step closer to charge, one step closer to some bosses, which can be okay, but can be a little bit sketchy because I don't know if either of these players will want to see Fantune right now. All right, so Bastion is gonna try dodging some crabs here. Crab right in the way. That one's probably gonna get away. It's a little too far. Oh, nice kill. So 500 points right off the bat for Bastion. But meanwhile, we have Exact, I think, getting that smooth bonus, getting some free rooms, and another crab. So everyone, make sure when we see the runners get into some crab trouble, and of course they will, because everyone gets into crab trouble. I want to see some crab pleases in chat. Okay. All right. So Ice Beam for Bastion. I don't think she has the chance of getting any Metroid rooms right now because she doesn't have any ammo for that, so it's not gonna put it in logic necessarily. And meanwhile, Exact gets that high jump boots. So the high jump boots will, now that she has morph, technically does open up some bad rooms. It opens up the Batoon Hallway E-Tank room. A lot of you might know that as the Oats room, where you just lose a ton of time, but you get that E-Tank. So here we go. Wave Beam for Exact. That's really good for Exact. Bastion is the first to find Bomb Torizo. So Bomb Torizo is really common. Oh, Exact needs to get out of there quick. Room 11 means she's taking that extra damage. So kind of cheesing that E-Tank real quickly will not turn out well for her if she went for that. So here we go. We have Bastion with that Ice Beam, does a lot more damage against Bomb Torizo. So the fight actually goes significantly faster with the increased damage from Ice. A nice no damage from Bastion. And we have Exact killing that crab and is heading over to the bottom left door. That bottom right door is probably a little bit quicker, but she might be a little bit concerned about running into some sort of crab or the Poamp, the balloons. Underwater. Oh, Bastion, get out of there! Whoa! Expertly dodged by Bastion. Ooh, a little spicy backflip maneuver by that crab when the door opened. But yeah, there we go. Bastion getting away from that crab. That's a killer. That was about to be a crab please moment. Okay. Meanwhile, we have Exact going through the Criteria Power Bombs room, which is a little bit spicy. Ooh. Okay. So first of all, Exact gets her first set of power bombs, and Bastion goes ahead and gets the plasma room. Now, the reason why this can be good or can be bad, I don't know how much experience Bastion has Oh, but is she gonna go for the not plasma spark? I was gonna say she does have high jump. Okay, so she does have high jump, so she could, if she wants, just do the worst room in the game style high jump, a wall jump off the wall. Oh, but okay, so she's gonna try going for that non-plasma. Let's see if she can get it. You know, we have Exact is gonna kill some monsters over here. Oh, with the horizontal spark. Okay, so Bastion's gonna retry that. Meanwhile, we Exact grab that secret and is gonna head over to the right over here. Oh, watch out, Bastion, no! So unfortunately, sparks to the top left and gets hit by the pirate, but that is 5 points gained. So we got 5 points gained for Bastion right now. So technically, we'll just say that she's just taking the early lead right now on Exact. But here we go. What's there to do but start again? Bastion is gonna go ahead and head to the right, and Exact is gonna take on Bomb Terizo. Makes short work of him. We're at 19 rooms. And the timer was not started. So someone figure out how much time I have to subtract from that and I'll restart it. But here we go. We have Bastion once again getting over and dodging that crab in that crab room, which is always quite difficult. And Exact is gonna go ahead and grab this this E-Tank here. Now, it's not the worst because you get a lot of points and there's a secret here that's worth quite a bit. So as you can see, she's gonna go ahead and get a 2,000 point secret along with killing all the fish and worms. So you kind of get a refund on your time here. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and fix this timer real quick so that it says about 39 instead. Sorry about that. Let's get that fixed here. And we have a nice spark from Exact. And bam, here we go. Starting that over, Bastion is once again going to fight Bomb Terizo, but has a significantly stronger beam at this point. Spazer Ice is going to make short work of this fight. So one of the problems when you restart is you once again have to get 10 rooms before you start gaining points at all. But the other problem is like you often have to fight Bomb Terizo once again, right? So because you have to fight Bomb Terizo again, you're kind of wasting a lot of time, but with the extra beam, the fight will go much quicker. Now, Exact, is she gonna try going for the cleanse here? No, she's just out of here. With 2 power bombs, you can pretty much clear the cleanser. Oh, Exact has to watch out. That Steffi fish almost got her right there, but gets away. Now she has to make this really kind of janky wall jump. You have to, yeah, I've had a lot of experience losing a lot of time on this wall jump. You have to wait for that water line to fall down, and then at the peak of your height, which is takes a little bit longer to get to than you think, you have to make that wall jump. So well played by Exact. Oh, it falls again, so she's gonna have to do that wall jump again. So yeah, it's a little dicey. Meanwhile, Bastion is catching up. She's got that speed booster. She's got a pretty solid beam at this point. A super. So yeah, things are looking pretty good for Bastion right now. All right, so we have room 25 for Exact. Second E-Tank, that's nice. You always want to get those E-Tanks if you want, especially in these like 20, 30s, if you want to survive, having a few E-Tanks early really does help because there's a lot of things that don't really hurt you that much in the beginning of the game, but if you don't have any health, you know, you have 40 health, you're still going to get one shot from something small, so always helpful to have that. All right, so we have Bastion heading up to the right and is going to go through that Terminator door. Exact is going to pick up this missile, and Bastion finds Morph. So here we go. Exact picks up that 1K secret on the left, and she is going to store Spark in the event that she gets something like a gauntlet. Does not get the gauntlet, so that Spark is not going to be of any use. We get nice just checking from Bastion. And, oh, Bastion takes a little hit. She's going to go and collect that 3,000 secret up there. Or sorry, Exact is going to collect that 3,000 secret up there. And we have Bastion heading up. These tough room for Exact. She's gonna want to lay a power bomb here. Ooh, a little bit early. Oh, don't bother killing that. Okay, so laying a power bomb here is good. All those ouches on the ground that you see, they actually give 1K points each. It's 1K points each, so it's quite a lot. So here we go. Yes, very, very well played by Exact. Killing all the things in the room, getting tons of points, and making short work of the things that are of big danger to her. So Bastion misses that pitless. That's okay. It's just a few extra points. That's no big deal. And it looks like Exact has finally found charge, so she's gonna have to get through these hoppers. And Bastion, oh, just not luck is not really on her side right now. Gets the gauntlet right off the bat. This room is always difficult. She's gonna maybe want to freeze that yapping maw, The problem is, like, the Yapping Maw can sometimes grab you and then just pull you into the acid and you are gone. So freezing them is going to always be the safest thing. Now what she needs to do is get to the second column sets, bomb out the top parts, and then just stay up there. Oh, taking a lot of damage. She should be okay now. Okay, the thing is, if the acid touches you, you're like underwater. So what ends up happening is your movement gets stifled a little bit. So this is a little bit dangerous for Bastion. Okay, she's alive. No, but the waiver gets her. So Gauntlet claiming another victim. Unfortunately, the Gauntlet is always a really tough room to get, but 19 rooms. So here we go. Bastion racking up the points. We got 14 points for Bastion. And here we go. Exact is in a tricky situation. Oh, this pirate will probably one-shot her. Okay, she gets away. She's okay. But here we go. Bastion once again starting off again, and Exact is managing to get through a bunch of these rooms. Now, here's the thing. If Exact gets something like a Gauntlet or something like that, we'll see how she handles it, because right now Bastion totally has some of the harder rooms for sure. So, alright, here we go. We have the Space Jump for Exact. Now, Space Jump is, I would say, actually kind of a bad item. When you get Varia, I think it's okay. It's a good item in this room if you don't do the short charge efficiently. But Plasma Wave is an extremely powerful beam, so this is really, really good for Exact. I mean, she's probably thrilled with the way things are going right now. I'm sure she would be happy with a little bit more time. But here we go. Let's see if Exact is going to do the Beefy Spark. Oh, okay, there we go. That's the Beefy Spark. That's the safe way to do it if you angle spark to the right. As you saw what happened to Bastion earlier, she angle sparked to the left, and it kind of got her killed because the top pirate ended up shooting her. Now, if you spark to the right, the pirate shoots, but you're above the pirate, and the echoes will end up killing the pirate. So it just kind of, everything works out very well. Oh, Exact, watch out! Oh my gosh, I can't believe she survived from that. The ghost gets the clipping bonus. That was well played, but that ghost hurts a lot. Now, if we were in a higher room count, I think that would have been the end of Exact, but she lives to see another day, and with this loadout, I'm pretty sure she's excited to see to live with this current loadout, because she's gonna want to rack up as many points as you can. Now, here we go. We have Bastion getting through the Leodox escape. Exact has talked, both these runners have talked about how much they hate this room. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if Bastion's going to get the damage list with the way that happened. Oh, she gets through. Okay, I think she might have taken damage in the beginning. Yes, 15 damage is how much they do when you're before room 10. But she did the rest of that very cleanly, so very well played. One of the things that Bastion could do here is duck and shoot into the Puyo pile, because that'll actually hit all of the Puyos in there, and you don't have to kill them one at a time. Now here we go. We have a Phantoon fight for Exact. She is relatively well equipped, but she's gonna get one shot because 120 damage right now. That's how much damage Phantoon is doing. 120 damage. She needs to grab that big health, and she's in trouble. She's in trouble. How is she gonna do this? If Phantoon reappears on the bottom left, that's lights out, and that is exactly what happens. So lights out for Exact, but not without racking up a solid 30 points, a solid 30 points. Very, very strong play for Exact. And she is going to go ahead and restart, and we have the audio. We're going to switch over to Bastion's audio. Now here we go. We have Bastion going ahead and starting up her audio real quick, making sure it's not too loud. All right, so we have Bastion flying through the heated room. And Exact is gonna make her journey all the way back up to that room 10, so she can start gaining points. Nice play from Bastion, shooting out the 2 screes at the top, so they don't have to bother at all. Her health is a little bit low, and we are at that 10 multiplier, so she can't just kind of randomly get hit by certain things. But with that wave beam, that's gonna really help. Now this is the grapple room. You can identify it compared to the Fune room because the 2 grapple blocks are centered. When they're right in the center, you know it's the grapple room as opposed to the other room. So 3 shots will take care of these key hunters. Exact finds Speed Booster, which is obviously one of the best items you can get in arcade. And we have Bastion, room 17. So slow and steady, racking up the points. Now, oh yes, okay, there we go. So Bastion understands with the grapple beam. Ooh, yeah, I want to be careful. She will die if she touches the red pirate. So just wants to go ahead and grapple the gamers. 750 points, totally worth it. Take your time on that. The gamers will probably not kill her because they're quite weak, but the pirates are very, very strong. So clearing out the whole room, a lot of points for everything right there. We have Exact sparking across to the secret, so pretty swag. And we have Bastion. Is this the red tower? Is that where she's at? No. Oh, she hasn't picked up Morph yet. So here we go. Will she get the smooth bonus? Nice smooth bonus. And she's gonna go ahead and get this just checking. So nice 2k plus 2k, a cool 4,000 points. And that's good for the plus 40 seconds because that gets her to the 10k threshold. Exact has to jump over that crab. And 30 minutes for both players. Ooh, is Exact? No. Okay, so this is a very tight short charge. Actually, I don't know if if Bastion actually has speed booster here, but that short charge is quite tight. It's got to be a stutter 3-tap at least, and it's got to be a really, really good one. If it's not a good one, it's got to be a multi-stutter, or it's got to be a 4-tap of some sort. So, yeah. Either way, Bastion's gonna heal up a little bit. I think she wants to kind of maintain this, and ooh, she's gonna have to maybe do a deboost here. No, this is problematic. So she's gonna get the power bombs, but she can't deboost at this point. So some of her options, it's a tough one. The main way that people get across that is to do a wall jump morph along the side wall, and it's not easy to do that. So valiant effort to try to jump morph over it, but that does net her 11 points because I think she was at room 21. And that puts her at 25 rooms. If I am incorrect on that, please correct me. But here we go, Bastion at 25, and we have Exact at 30, but Exact is at room 15, so good for a cool 6 points right now, because she's in room 16. But, you know, we still have 29 minutes, and everything can change. Everything can change in a matter of who knows right now. So let's get that audio quickly on Exact, as she is currently on that room 17 run. And Exact is going to jump up and grab that secret. And we have Bastion taking a hit, but 15 damage, it's fine. Oh, Exact in a spicy situation and gets out, just jumps away. Bastion goes ahead and kills that crab. And Exact 6 P shots on these key hunters. They're always a little bit annoying, especially when they start swooping at you. The big thing to know is their AI sort of like, once you clip their wings, they usually hop once at you and then they start spitting at you. So once you dodge that first hop, you can get back. Bastion, in the Pancakes at Waivers room, this can normally be a little complicated, but with Wave Beam, it's much easier. You just kind of shoot everything. And nice spark from Exact to not have to do any of those tight jumps across the middle. So Bastion now gets that speed booster and grabs the secret. So that's a good start for her. And we have Exact P shooter once again. Room 22 P shooter is pretty dicey. So that's one of the reasons early on you need to be taking the right doors if you have the option, because you don't want to be caught playing this game with P shooter late into the game. So as you can see, Bastion, relatively speaking, is way decked out, YOLOing through the door. Room 9, free 500 points, and gets through. So well played on that YOLO. No, never punished. Now see, here's the thing. Bastion has that wave beam. Look what Exact has to do. Look how slow it has to be because of the pancakes, and you only have, there's a pancake up here, and it's not going to be easy to take care of. So look how much time she has to waste because she doesn't have any beams. So yeah, she's taking her time, and if this keeps happening and she finds no beams, then Exact is gonna maybe fall behind, and Bastion's gonna have a chance to catch up here. So one more time, she has to take care of this pancake, and look at all the time that she has to spend doing this. Meanwhile, we have Bastion just going ahead and just flinging the wave beam and just taking care of all these crabs. No crab, please, for Bastion here. Crab soup, maybe. Crab legs. And Bastion with the moonfall. Doesn't take the right door, doesn't take the left door, and is opting to no, okay, so just wanted to get a few of those points, and is going to take that right door. Now, meanwhile, we have Exact, picks up that wave beam, so no more struggles with that P shooter. That's truly the worst situation when you get deeper and deeper into the game and you only have that P shooter, because things just take so long to deal with. All right, nice super pickup for Exact. And we have, oh, watch out, Bastion. The body of the Cax actually hurt quite a bit, but room 14 with only the single multiplier of damage is not that big of a deal. Exact briefly thought about maybe trying to get that Mama Turtle item. So, okay, Bastion with no power bombs has to get this set of power bombs. Is got to be a little bit careful here. With 99 HP, one misstep can easily lead to a death. So keep our eyes on Bastion as Exact gets through this morph room. So Bastion is going to wait for the asset to come. That melts your health really quick. If Bastion accidentally jumps too high and touches those spikes, what typically will happen is she'll land, gets hit by the spikes and land in the acid and take a lot of damage and most likely die. Meanwhile, we have Exact with the reserve room. So with that essentially a free extra life. So a very, very, very good item in an arcade, and honestly kind of a rare room as well. Meanwhile, we have Bastion kind of getting through a pretty rough room here. Is she gonna jump for the secret? Yes, she will. Now, this fall here is going to be a little sketchy. Ideally, she just hugs the left side and that'll keep her safe. And that's what she'll do. Now, if she kind of falls along the left side, she'll be fine. She's gonna try farming some of the monsters for some points. That's worth doing as well. Now, there is a slow-moving crab right now, but it looks like that crab may have already passed. Meanwhile, we have Exact finding that charge at room 33. And here we go, we have a crab for Bastion, but that crab is never gonna take Bastion out. That's like the 4th time Bastion has made crab legs out of that crab. And that's the one that is often will kill people later in the game. All right, so let's see. Bastion has already found Fantoon once, and will she be able to get the quick fall here? Let's see. Yeah, it's just trying to spam the left and right. Doesn't quite get it, unfortunately. That quick drop is actually worth 10,000 points, so that would have given her a cool 40 seconds for free. But unfortunately, not getting that. It's a pretty tricky quick fall. If you learn Hundo, that's kind of a strat that you'll eventually pick up. Almost running into that pirate. Gotta be. I know you got that. I know you got that reserve Exact, but you gotta be careful. All right, so Bomb Chorizo for both players. We have Bomb Chorizo. We have Exact. Gonna make short work of it. Immediately shooting that super 600 damage. And we have Exact laying this power bomb. Oh, Bastion, be careful. All right, Bastion is safe. There are still a few of these little flies remaining. So Bastion does have a speed booster. Now, she can make this jump. Oh, she's gonna go for the bomb jump. Okay, so with the speed booster, if you start to charge all the way from the right wall after laying the power bomb, you can make the jump as long as you jump in the end. But Bastion is going to go for the bomb jump. Oh, look at that. She did talk about before the stream that she actually was not very good at bomb jumping at all. And because of the arcade showdown and arcade in general, she's been practicing the bomb jump, so flawlessly getting up there. Props to Bastion for showing that off for us. And here we go. We have the climb room for Bastion. Now, this is a room, because she has that speed booster, she probably should be considering the spark, because that's how you get the up the shaft. But she's gonna go for this cleanser up here in this manner. So that's fine. Ooh, almost touching that pirate, but that's okay. Meanwhile, we have Exact essentially going for a high five with Bastion, and is going to head to the right. Let's see if Exact. Oh my gosh, is Exact gonna go for the short charge? It's a tight one. It's just usually gonna be a, wow! Really good short charge for Exact. It's essentially gonna be a tight stutter 3, but very well played by her. So we have Bastion going ahead. She's going to take this left exit. No, okay, so she is going to spark up here. And she's gonna get that up the shaft. So got the cleanser, got the up the shaft. That's a cool 10,000 points total. So adding 40 seconds to her timer. We have Exact once again getting this room. This room is Exact's best friend, honestly. So she's going to watch that water line and try to get that wall jump. It is tricky. It is definitely tricky. You got to watch the water line and you got to really jump at the peak, do the wall jump at the peak. So it's not the easiest thing, but this is kind of what Bastion needs. Bastion needs Exact to maybe have a few rooms that are quite difficult. Bastion getting the scam farm right there. But we have Exact. Oh, tough room. Oh my gosh. Bastion takes care of it. Oh, wow. Okay, so morphing under net. No. Bastion needs to hold this last power bomb for the flies at the end here, because the flies at the end. That's not where you want to be, Bastion. No. Falls into the ouches, and aptly named will pretty much one-shot you there. But room 26, so that is 16 points. We're going to add that to Bastion's thing, and that should be 41 points for Bastion. And we have Exact on room 44, almost getting to the double, but has lost her reserve. Looks like she lost it in the Leodox room. Exact has talked about how much she hates this room, so ooh, this is getting kind of tricky. She's wall jumping off the left side. If you wall jump off the left side, she breaks spin in the min wall, so she's gonna fall. If you wall jump on the left side, what ends up happening is you actually activate all the pirates that are on the left wall to start flying over. So I don't even know what's gonna happen when Exact goes down on the left side. I have no idea what's gonna happen here. Oh, is she going to go for the wall cleaner? Is she gonna? Looks like she's going for it. It looks like she's going for it. Oh, doesn't quite get it. Oh, it gets sniped by the pirate. Unfortunate, but that is a high room count, 44, so that's good for 34 points. And that puts Exact at Nintendo 64 points. And here we go. Bastion has already started up. And now it's a little deceptive. She's only on room 3. However, she did take care of Bomb Terizo, and that is a long fight that Exact is have to go through. Exact is gonna have to go through. So high jump, bomb's already completed, and yeah, Bastion is definitely a little bit ahead here on this current run. So here we go. Right away, finding that speed booster. Good find for Bastion. The S tier item in. Definitely the top tier item in Arcade. Doesn't get that smooth bonus, but that's okay. It's just 2,000 points, and we have Exact no speed booster, only on room 2. It's a free super, but it's a long climb to the top. Oh, okay, nice YOLO. Nice YOLO. So quickly taking care of a few of those worms, so doesn't have to shoot out the rest of them. And we have 19 minutes and 30 seconds for both runners. Alright, so, Bastion, ooh, quickly grabbing that secret, quick, cheeky 750 points and heading over to the left. And we will have Exact, having to get through kind of a difficult room with no equipment. And, Bastion is going to head over to the left. Now, that fish, you can cross it once it's heading to the left, but if it's heading to the right, you have to duck, otherwise it'll hit you. Yeah, because if you run across the middle while it's there, your head will hit the fish, but Bastion takes care of it very quickly and heads over to the left door over here. So we are room 10 for Bastion, so every subsequent room here is going to be additional points, and she is going to take this slowly to try to get that pitless. Very well played by Bastion, gets the pitless. Oh my gosh, Exact almost getting crab pleased right there. That was very close, but lives to see another day. Both players about to high five each other. Nope, Bastion is heading down, so no high five. And we have an ice beam for Exact. All right, Exact, if she was very quick, she could have maybe gotten that E-Tank, but rather than risking death, decides to just go ahead and just go to immediately exit out the door. So Bastion quickly picking up that secret and then heads through the up door. And the fish, gotta be careful. Yeah, is gonna quickly jump over the fish. Is she just gonna shoot it out? No, she's gotta do a spin jump along the wall. So this fish has a lot of health. Gonna have to jump over it one more time, probably. Okay, nice. And now she has to do a, oh, all right. Oh, wait, okay, so just, oh, okay, all right. She's just flexing. She's, Exact, that's how you do it. That's how you do it, Exact. So flexing right there, immediately getting the trick and immediately heading out there, right. It was an absolutely clean wall jump. You know, kind of falls into the bit. We'll just say that was on purpose for the flex purposes. All right, so we have Bastion is going to make short work of this cac. Gonna grab this 3,000 secret and probably grab the health and exit out that right door, because right now Bastion does not have any beams. She's gonna need some beams, otherwise things are gonna be kind of sketchy. Let's see if she can get this. Doesn't quite get the early supers. Mock ball, that's okay. We'll just head through the bottom, pick up some points by killing these enemies, and let's see if she decides to go for the super up here. No, she's just gonna leave. Yeah, without a beam, honestly, it's kind of tough to get that super because a lot of things. Oh, and Exact takes a death. Exact takes a death. And what is that, a room 13 death? So Exact gets 3 points there. She's in room 67. But that's gonna slow her down. She's gotta get through another 10 rooms to start gaining points again. So this is Bastion's time to kind of pull ahead. She's already on room 17. She doesn't have to go through 10 rooms. And you know, if Bastion can make a big run here and Exact has some trouble, this is the comeback. This is how we get a comeback. No, we have 16 minutes left. 16 minutes left. So this is exactly what Bastion needed to come back into this, because Exact definitely pulled out a strong lead early on. But here we go, room 19 for Bastion. Bastion has steadily gained points throughout this run. She's maintained constantly getting past that room 10 and doing some stuff. It hasn't had like a quick death like Exact has at that room 13. So let's see how this pans out right now. So Bastion is gonna go ahead and go for this secret. So I think it's a little bit slow, but that's okay. She's gonna go for this. Where did those guys go? Well, either way, Bastion is gonna go ahead and grab this secret right here. Oh, doesn't quite make it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so she decides, you know what? Let's forget it. I missed it. Let's just go ahead. I don't want to waste any more time. So Bastion is gonna go ahead and grab this charge beam and has to make sure to turn back on high jump boots. Does want to keep those off for the next room, so hopefully she remembers to do that. But you know, we have Bastion is gonna head out that left door. I would have maybe preferred to see a right door exit, so here we go. Oh, no, perfect. She gets to keep the high jump boots off now, because she's gonna get this smooth bonus right here. First try smooth, that was in fact smooth, and now is the time to turn high jump boots back on. But if Bastion does have a choice at this point, I'd like to see her take the right doors, because she, once again, does not have a beam. And for this room, this is the first room you see in the game, it's fine, but you do really want to see beams in the future. So here we go. Let's see if, yeah, she's gonna take off the high jump because she wants to do Alcatraz the way that she normally does in KPDR. Oh, okay, nice recovery, and off we go. She's gonna go ahead and head out to the right. So once again, she's gonna have to remember to turn on those high jump boots, and she gets an ice beam. Now, I don't really consider ice beam too much of a beam. What you really want to see is that wave or spazer, but you know, it does help in some situation, and it does add some DPS. So nice quick missile to take care of that Sova. Instead of having to do 2 shots, you just shoot that missile. And we have Bastion heading to the right. Oh, let's see how she handles this room. This is not an easy room to take care of, and she doesn't have the high jump boots on. So if she doesn't have the high jump boots on, this could be a little bit more dangerous. Oh, nice angle shot right there. Okay, tried to get that cheeky kill for some extra points on the worm. Doesn't get it, but very well played by Bastion, and is gonna get another 750 here. Meanwhile, we have Exact quickly catching up at room 13, so already gaining points. And Bastion is going to turn on those high jump boots, and she is going to head and run over to the right. So far, room 26 now for Bastion. Another free room, and another free room for Exact. 13 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. There are some interesting tactical ramifications or things to think about when you get kind of deeper into this run, because you are allowed to complete out the run that you are currently on. So if you are kind of in a situation where you're about to die, it can sometimes be a little bit sketchy if you are on if you're kind of like you're timing down. You have to sometimes consider that. Now we have Bastion, nice up the shaft spark for Bastion. And she is gonna go ahead and take ice off so that she can do this moonfall and shoot all the things. So a very, very clean parlor, or very clean climb for Bastion. And once again, she no longer has that ice beam on right now. I don't think she's going to be getting, oops, having some trouble. Oh, nice, gets that clipping bonus. Now, she probably won't be getting any Metroid rooms without having at least the super or the requisite ammo. Is Bastion going to go for the reserve? No, she's not going to go for the reserve. That break free is actually a very tricky piece of tech. So she opts not to go for it. And Bastion is going to turn on her ice beam. Now, gotta be careful. There's some quick moving crabs in here, but no crab please for Bastion. Quickly gets through that door, and we have Exact is gonna go for the clipping bonus herself. Wow, quick reaction on that pirate, but there's another pirate, and there's an ice beam pirate. Oh, gotta be careful. Nice, okay, clips the wing on that key hunter. Room 30, I think she might have been okay if she took a hit, but you don't want to take a hit if you don't have to. And she has Ice Beam. She has the Ice Beam. Okay, so, ooh, takes an extra hit. Okay, now, she wants to take this very slowly at this point. She's got the Ice Beam so she can freeze them. She wants to just do, no, Bastion, no. I think she misjudged her health. Misjudged the health, went for the D boost, but that got her killed right there. So, that's okay. 23 points for Bastion, and that gets her to 64 points. Nintendo 64 again. So we have a 64 to 67, and we have Exact with 26 rooms right now. So 26 rooms, 27 rooms right now too. So 17 points at least guaranteed, and we have 11 minutes left for both of these runners. All right, does that work? Can you bomb? No way you can bomb those guys. All right, so, all right, Exact is storing a spark for the next room, and Bastion gets room 2 spark. So, really good start for Bastion right off the bat, and Exact is gonna go ahead and try to grab these supers. With this beam, you can make short work of all the enemies up here. Ooh, takes a hit. Not the kind of hit that you want, but that's totally fine. We have Bastion is gonna have to have another 6 shots. Oh, watch out, Bastion. Okay, the wings are clipped, so the Key Hunter is much less scary at this point, but it looks like there's one more left. Okay, so with the health gained, she's fine. 3 shots here, and she is good, and she is going to head to that next room, and we have Exact getting that charge beam, so bosses are now on the table. Bastion quickly grabs that secret, and it's gonna head out of that left door. All right, so Exact is taking that right door. Now, right door is at risk of having Kraid or Phantoon, or the Various suit. Exact, in a fit of rage, launches the super into the Various suit because Varia is introduces some difficult rooms here. Now, you need a super to get out. That CAC is not in the vanilla game, but you need. Oh, watch out! Okay, Exact, with a little bit too much momentum, runs straight into the body of the CAC, which did a lot of damage. And this is not a good room for Exact. Immediately takes the hit, and that is lights out for Exact. Without a power bomb, that room is very tricky. You have to dodge the hoppers and weave and shoot them. But that is a cool 23 points for Exact, putting her at 90 points. 90 points. And we have Bastion making short bomb tree zone. 9 minutes and 30 seconds left for the runners. Will Bastion be able to pull out a few good runs here? I think what we're gonna have to see is Exact is gonna maybe have to have some trouble in a few rooms, while Bastion has to kind of make the rest of these runs count if possible. So she's gonna go ahead and take this quite dangerous path where those ouches are on the bottom, but goes ahead, didn't want to deal with a falling pancake and go out the right, so she just went out the bottom right. That's completely fine. She's gonna grab this ice beam and make her way to the next room. So let's get that audio over to Bastion now at room 9. Now at room 10, so she is going to be gaining a point here because she's gonna get this morph. Got a weird wall jump check there, and that kind of scammed her out of the smooth. So probably jumped a little bit too high there, but that's okay. We're gonna go out the right here, and Bastion, let's see if she goes for the YOLO, because that's what she's been doing. She's YOLOing out of here. Will she get punished? And oh god, okay, as long as she doesn't shoot the little critters on the ground, it just jumps out here. No harm, no foul. Mama Turtle didn't know anything. Nothing happened here. You did not invade her lair, and we're out of here. Bye, Mama Turtle. All right, so Bastion, room 12. Another room that she'll be able to get through fine. Is she going to take the up door? She will take the up door. Exact dodging the crab pleases. And room 13, so that there is a crab on the left that will fall at room 13. So Bastion has to be careful not to run to that crab. Oh wait, no, it didn't fall. Okay, I lied. I almost scammed everyone here. Made everyone a little bit nervous, but that's a cool 500 points for taking out that crab. And we have Bastion getting through this room. 7 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. And we have Exact going ahead and taking care of this damageless BT. And Bastion gets scammed a little bit. She's got janky movement because she came from a water room. Now, it has to do something with the background of this room. You might notice the background has some like effects in the back and whatnot. But it's something to do with the background causing the janky water physics, basically. So Bastion doesn't want to deal with any of those flying monsters. Okay, she's going to get a few free kills from far away. Wants to make sure she's far away so she doesn't doesn't have to deal with getting hit by them, but yeah, is collecting some points, and it's gonna grab the missiles, and it's gonna grab that charge beam. And I'd like to see her go out the right side, because the left side, you can't get the beams on the left side, so it's always a little bit tricky. So yeah, she's gonna go out the right side here, and Exact is going through the top to grab the super. It's a little bit dangerous when you only have that P shot, because the things take multiple hits to die. So all right, here we go. We have room 16 for Bastion. We have room 11 for Exact. Oh my gosh. We have Fantoon immediately after getting that charge beam for Bastion. Fantoon is currently hitting for 60 damage, so she can survive a hit from Fantoon, but the second hit will be lights out. That's the mid. Bastion with only one missile just takes the death, but Exact takes the death as well too. So room 2 points for Exact, 7 points for Bastion. So let's get those updated. We have 92 for Exact, and we have 71 for Bastion. So here we go. 5 minutes and 55 seconds left on the clock. And we have so far a 21 room advantage on Exact. Now, it might seem like a lot, but it really isn't. Both of these players can get 50 plus rooms, right? So if Bastion has a really strong showing at this room right now, and Exact takes an earlier death, that would absolutely turn the tides of it. So it is not over. We have 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. It is far from over, actually. So here we go. Exact gets that CWJ and heads over. Meanwhile, Bastion is just running straight through, is gonna grab that secret, heading down this Forgotten Highway room. And Exact is gonna go out the left. And with the Spazer, this room is much easier. We saw both of these runners actually have some trouble in this room, because with the P shot, you have the beam width is so small, and it takes 6 shots, 3 to clip the wings, which is kind of makes them a lot less dangerous. But the Spazer making short work, 2 shots, clips the wings, 3 shots and kills them, and Bastion gets through that quickly, gets a speed booster. So looking really good for Bastion so far right off the bat. Oop, takes a hit from the crab, gotta be careful. Bastion's gonna be a little bit careful here, and we have Exact it's now fighting Bomb Chorizo. Has 2 supers in the bag, so that's another. And she doesn't have the beams or the speed booster that Bastion does, but 2 supers is quite good. You're gonna see Exact get through this fight really quickly. Watch this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, Exact does have Wave Beam. Okay, so Wave Beam is very powerful too. I'd rather take probably the Wave Beam over Spazer, but both are very, very strong early on. The big thing is that it kind of has a more coverage than the P shot does. 4 minutes left on the clock, and we have Exact kind of getting through that really quickly, and we have Bastion. Room 11 is going to go ahead and run as well. Exact has to be careful here. Don't want to touch the pirates. Oh my gosh, almost died there. And we have Bastion doing the signature YOLO out of morph, but oh my gosh, I thought Exact was dead there, and that would have been very bad. Oh, Exact, was that crab please, or was that a balloon? Taking a death at room 11? Okay, well, she can still go. It's 3 minutes and 35 seconds left. But that's only 1 point. That's good for 1 point exactly, so 93. That was a crab. Crab, please. And there we go. I mean, like, maybe this actually comes down to who can dodge the crabs the best. All right, so Bastion, oh, she wanted to grab that health, but doesn't quite get it. So she's on room 12. She's got to make this count for sure. So she's going to go ahead and kill these pirates. Oh, gotta be careful. Okay, shoots the missiles, nice. Quick work on those pirates. Now, I think there's still 1 bullet left on that pirate on the bottom, so if she just jumps down here, I'd be a little bit nervous. Yes, okay, so now she can fall here, and that'll keep her safe. Now let's see, is she just gonna go ahead? She's gonna go ahead and kill this pirate, probably kill the pirates at the top. Now, the real test is going to be the 2 pirates at the top, if she can get through those 2 damage lists. But Bastion is gonna go ahead and just farm everything along the top. That's a totally fine way to play it as well. And we have Exact, once again, going through the rest of these. Now, this is where, like, Wave would be a little bit better, because you can't really shoot through the hard platform here. So Bastion sort of has to, like, take this a little bit slower than she actually would want to. Okay, so will she get through hit list? Nice! Excellent, no damage. So that's room 14. Meanwhile, we have Exact with the high jump and the Wave Beam. So nice beam off the bat. And here we go. Let's see if Bastion can make this one count. Grabs that secret, and we have Exact heading to the left. 2 minutes left on the clock. Once that hits 0, that will be the final run for these runners. All right, so Ice Beam plus Wave for Exact. Takes care of the pancakes. Grapple for Exact. Now, Grapple is, I would consider Grapple a good item if you are very experienced in doing all the grapple jumps very well. Because it turns a lot of bad rooms into very strong rooms that can give you a lot of points. However, it does introduce 2 really bad rooms, namely the Coliseum, where you see people typically do the full halfie to skip everything, and it gives the X-Ray Hall, which is horrible because the waivers will kill you and the spikes are doing 60 damage early game. It's no good. But room 20 for Bastion, we have Exact getting a slow room right now, so 1:12. If a death is taken right now, then they can start up a new run. Oh my gosh, Bastion's got to be careful there. Takes a hit from the Poamp. Luckily, it didn't kill her. So she's going to go ahead. Bastion with the wall jump! The wall jump! The clutch wall jump! If she didn't wall jump that, she would have landed and died to the crab. But clutches out the wall jump to survive. Oh my gosh, I thought she was dead for sure. But she survived. That was a really clutch gamer moment right there. Well played by Bastion, because she needs this run to survive. This is the run that she needs to clutch it out on. And meanwhile, she kind of needs Exact to get a room like this. It's the back of Gauntlet, so this is a really bad room for Exact. This is kind of what Bastion needs, actually. She's gonna need a little bit of bad luck for Exact potentially, because if Exact goes on a tear, then it doesn't matter if Bastion pops off on this run. Meanwhile, 15 seconds left on this run. And we have Bastion going ahead. Now, this is a dangerous spot for Bastion because there's some fishes on the ground that will absolutely one-shot her. So she's got to make sure. I would take care of that fish and make sure there's no other fish coming. Okay, so this is the last run for both runners. Last run for both runners. This is it. The timer is done. So this is the final run. Both players getting through some difficult rooms right now. The timer has ended. And Bastion on a good run so far, 25. There is a 22 room difference. So Bastion needs to have a 22 room difference on Exact. Right now there's a 14 room difference. So absolutely 8 more rooms if Bastion can get 8 more rooms on top of Exact on this run, then that from this point on, and that would actually give her the win. So this room has given Bastion trouble all day so far, but she makes it through this time, has the Ice Beam properly. I think it's decided I'm not deboosting now. She does not have to do this room if she doesn't want to. It already has power bombs. The game will only make you do it if you don't have power bombs at all. So here we go. So far, Bastion doing really well. Room 30, and Exact is getting some slow rooms here too. She does have a lot of time though, 2 minutes and 55 seconds, so a lot of time for Exact, but Bastion only has 1:42. Oh, that's huge. So Bastion got to room 31 without finding bombs. So that means she also doesn't have Charge Beam, because Charge Beam is found once you get... This is a horrible room for Exact. This is a horrible room for Exact. Let's see if she knows how to get through this, because if she doesn't, then that's lights out for her. This is a very technical room. Let's see if she knows how to approach it. Will she grapple the top? Oh, misses it. Now, who knows where those flies are? Those flies are all one-shotter at this point in the game. Ooh, this could be the difference. Oh my gosh, Exact is she's taking the slow. No! Bastion takes a hit. She takes a hit from the laser. And that's it. Room 32. And Exact gets through. Room 32. So that's 22 points. That is 93 points for Bastion. That keeps her tied with Exact. But Exact is on the final run. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. That was so crazy. I can't believe it. GG's to both runners. We can watch Exact kind of run this out a little bit. That's GG's for Exact. And that's room 32, so that gives her a 22 points. So officially, that's 122 minus 7. That's it officially. 115 points for Exact on this run. GG's to Exact for taking game 1. And here we go. Exact, Bastion, I'm about to start the countdown. There's 10 seconds left on the Gamba. So get your Gambas in while you can, because they're about to end. And we are going to start this countdown now. Good luck to both runners. Here we go. And that's it. Go. We are off. I remember the timer this time. Off we go. 45 minutes for both runners. Most points by 45 minutes. 1 point per room past 10, so they can't just go to one room and just reset and get a point. And 2 points per room past 50. So if they can, that rewards them for getting deeper into the run, because they will get double points for each room past 50, which can be huge. And the runners can finish the last run that they are on. So right off the bat, we have Bastion having the Key Hunter room, and is gonna take this up door now, and we have Exact immediately finding the bombs. Now, the early bombs is potentially not as good in a situation like this, because early bombs leads to an earlier charge, which potentially leads to earlier bosses, and earlier bosses, which can be powerful, can also mean the instant death of a runner, because a Fantoon, when you're early on and not equipped for it, is not a good situation to be in. So, nice little secret grab for Bastion, and nice damage list for Exact. Now, 10 shots to kill. This is not the greatest room to get earlier in the game. So each of these seahorses die in 10 shots for Bastion. So she's gonna bait it out, and she's gonna run to the right. She might have to hop over this last one. Yeah, but oh, the seahorse is on the ground now. That's kind of awkward, but that's fine. She's gonna wait it out. The acid will instantly kill you pretty much, so gotta be a little bit careful. And she's gonna go ahead and bait that one out. 10 shots to the chest, or the head, or legs, anywhere you want to take care of it. And we have some quick power bombs. That's the reward. You get a little secret right there. It is, I would say, a bad room overall. However, the power bombs can prove to be amazing if you get into a situation where you're like, oh shoot, there's a lot of enemies in this room. How do I deal with them? Just lay the power bomb. That can take care of it. Ooh, Exact missing that jump right there. Now, I would say Exact has shown off some pretty strong tech and movement. She is the type of person to kind of like study and learn some like complicated tech and kind of learn the inner workings of some things. So I think that is the strength that she brings to the table. I think Bastion probably brings a little bit more experience overall in the speedrunning world. Ooh, that crab is coming. Gotta get out of there. But at the same time, we've seen some strengths from Bastion, such as those wall jumps. So once again, both players kind of going out the same door right there. But yeah, Bastion has shown some of these wall jumps in these Meridia rooms, nailing them first try, and that's kind of where definitely an edge that I think Bastion has here on Exact. So here we go. Exact is going to have to be a little bit careful and takes care of these pirates. The pirates do so much damage that the Grey Gamers don't actually hurt. So Bastion's gonna go ahead and get this blinding bonus off this crate door, 2,000 points. And Exact is gonna go out through the right door. You wanna focus those right doors early on, because you wanna get those beams if you can. Those beams and that speed booster, all the good majors are in the right door. So definitely the rooms you wanna take early on. Oh, and we have, oh, she doesn't have morph. She doesn't have morph. There's a crab coming from the bottom. Okay, gets out of there. Woo, woo, safe. All right. Oh, it's another crab. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. With the does she just never die to crabs? Is that what happens? She never dies to crabs. What's going on here? All right. Dodging all the Tufts crabs. Oh my gosh. The jank water physics, she kind of got flung with the right speed to dodge that crab right there. So very well played by Bastion. Ignoring that down door is going to go ahead and take this right door. Down doors are safe, I would say at this point, pretty safe. However, they can be kind of slow, and the right doors are what are going to get you the beams. Once again, we talked about how valuable those beams are. And you know, I actually thought that Exact was kind of pulling ahead here, but they're effectively in the same room, although Exact already took care of Bomb Chorizo, so this is kind of where a little bit of time loss is coming in. So Exact is actually, in fact, a little bit ahead, but, you know, obviously, from what we've seen, one run means absolutely nothing. It's the culmination of all the runs that is what matters in the end. And we saw that at the very end, Bastion almost took that lead, the exact holding that whole lead the entire time, but Bastion almost taking it back in that last game. So here we go. Makes short work of that Bomb Torizo. Meanwhile, in the process of killing Bomb Torizo, Exact was able to pick up that Spazer Beam, so very powerful. There is a crab coming, and Bastion, #1 crab killer of all time, is makes short work of that crab. It looks like that crab wasn't even gonna get close to touching her, but kills the crab anyway. And you can bomb those. Well, that's why her name is Exact Science, because I did not know you could actually bomb and kill those. Did anyone else know that? I did not know that. All right, so here we go. Oh, tricky room for Bastion. So she's got the high jump equipped this time. Okay, but if she takes it slow like that, she should be fine. Now, you always have to be careful with this pancake up here. Yeah, the easiest way to take care of them is to use a missile if possible. Nice shot. Okay, that was her last missile. She would have had to use supers after that one. Gets a nice refund of 2 missiles right there, and is gonna go ahead and kill that pancake as well. 750 points. Now, Exact is gaining a few, there's stylistic differences between both these players. Bastion likes collecting these points, and that can pay dividends. Ooh, this is actually a tough room. Let's watch. First of all, let's see if Exact can get through these rooms. Oh, and this last boulder jump, is she gonna jump it? Oh, she jumps it! That's the risky play. The safe play is to just bait the boulder out, but she takes the risky play of jumping it, and wow, that's kind of the stylistic difference here. We see Bastion taking kind of safe, collecting the points when she can to try to increase her timer. But we have Exact here just going like full speedrun mode and doing all the tough strats here. So here we have Bastion heading up. Let's see if she opts to shoot this pirate down. No, okay, because I think she has a weak beam. Because her, it takes the hit. Is she alive? Is she gonna take a hit through the door? No, she's good. Okay, yeah, she only has that ice beam. I suspect if she had Spazer or if she had Wave, she probably would have just killed them, killed the pirates for the points, because in the end, then it's kind of okay. But with just the ice beam, she gotta be careful. She decides to just jump over them. Unfortunately, gets hit and clipped along the bottom, so that did not work out super well for her. And Exact has to go through this room. It's a little bit slow. She wants to get the pirates. Okay, yeah, she wants to get the secret underneath that pirate. Now, this room is good. Oh, dodges the crab. Okay, so no crab on the left she has to worry about. But without speed booster, this room is kind of slow. You do make up for it with some points because each pirate is worth 1,000 points. But ooh, we gotta watch Bastion here because yeah, she's gonna get that refill. But only 36 seconds at a time. This is why we need that time attack. 35 seconds left, and she's in a tough situation. Oh, she doesn't have morph. She doesn't have morph. That's what's going on here. She doesn't have morph, so she couldn't like she has these power bombs she's had since the beginning of the game, but she can't use them. So all right, she's running at this point. She's running out of time a little bit. She probably has to be willing to take some damage, potentially risk dying and just moving on to the next run at this point. Because with 18 seconds, yeah, I mean she's gonna get through this morph room, but she's gonna have like 10 seconds left. Now if she gets this smooth, that is plus 40 seconds. So even if she doesn't get the smooth, she can lay the power bomb or bombs against the wall, and she will get the 40 seconds. So the timer is fine. We do gain a lot of points. Speaking of timers, if Exact can get this bonus down here, oh, she's risking it. It's pretty risky. She doesn't have much time. She doesn't have much health, but it's 10,000 points, and that's a lot. Okay, so 44 HP. Oh, both players just really getting through. And second BT for Bastion. She actually needs this. She actually needs this because her timer is low, so she needs all the points she can get at this point. And when you fight a boss or a mini boss, the time does in fact stop. So because time stops, she is getting extra points from this, and this is exactly what she needs. So Exact Science showing some science right there. You can actually kill that guy with 2 missiles. Important tech to know, he has a high chance of dropping super, so if you're ever in a randomizer situation and you need a super, you can kill that guy with 2 missiles and he will drop a super. Alright, so room 37 to room 40, and we have, oh no, Bastion takes the death, but you know what? I actually think that's probably okay. She didn't have that much time. So 37, that's 27 points for Bastion, and she moves on to the next run. Meanwhile, actually, this is huge. If Exact gets to the 50 point, she's gonna get double points on the rooms, which is absolutely gigantic. But with 64 HP, it's a little sketchy, so we'll have to see. Oh, that ghost! Watch out for that ghost. We're gonna have our audio switched over to Exact. Oh, watch the bombs. Okay, so there is a secret on the right, underneath the ledge, but she doesn't get that. And Exact is getting very close to that 50 point, but strong showing for Bastion right there. Okay, 64 HP. We're getting to, remember, one of the problems with getting to the higher rooms, Shack Tool is a good room. That's free points. Scrap Tool, 5,000 points and 3,000 for the kill. And Exact gets through that room damageless, or Bastion gets through that room damageless. Very well played by Bastion. Now has to do a bunch of wall jumps, but you do get a free super in this room. And Exact is taking this very carefully. Normally you can just kind of weave through those ouches, but if you're not very confident in it, then you have to just lay that power bomb, get the 2,000 points, and move on with it. But oh, be careful, Exact! Oh my gosh, Exact almost took a hit right there. But here we go. Pirates jumping back and forth. Only 15 damage to Bastion, so no problem right there. But here we go. We have Exact taking a right door. And what will she get? She gets the caterpillar room. Now, any of these things will obviously one-shot. Oh, gotta be careful on those jumps. I was a little bit nervous. I think she's got everything under control. The cack body shot. The spines don't do that much damage even at room 48. But the body shot probably would have taken her out. So, alright, it looks like she doesn't have charge. So, finally gets that charge, lays the power bomb there. Oh, that actually worked out really well for her. Gets the refund on the power bomb and doesn't have to do any awkward down shots to kill the two hoppers flying in the air. Alright, so we have Bastion quickly picking up that secret and is going to morph and take this left door right here. And we have Exact about to hit that elusive 50. Every room past room 50 is double points. So even though right now when she hits room 50, if she gets out of this room, she will have 40 points because every room past 10. However, if she gets to room 51, that's 42 points because it's double the points past 50. So here we go. Bastion, good start, immediately getting that speed booster. We're seeing a lot of speed boosters off the bat. I'm not sure why Exact keeps dropping the power bombs. You can't get Big Pink without bombs. I'm not sure if she realized she doesn't have bombs, potentially, or if she just keeps misselecting them, but Bastion is going to go ahead and heal back up on the B-toms there. And Exact, now in that room 50, looks like she's going to be able to get through this room. And that's room 51. So our first bonus multiplier of the day, getting 2 rooms in this room. And this is huge. Every room that Exact can get at this point on is gigantic for her. So we'll have to see. Meanwhile, Bastion is kind of getting quite a difficult room here. No real good way to deal with these B-toms other than shooting missiles. She might have the bombs, but quickly getting the super, so that's fine. And she is going to go on and pick up this E-tank. And hopefully she takes the right door. But the left door is right there. Yeah, she's going to take that right door because she really wants those beams if she can get them. All right. Oh, Exact, you got to be a little bit careful here. She has a lot of E-tanks, so I think if she took a pirate hit, she'll still be fine. But always got to be a little bit careful. Oh, and... that's unfortunate. This cleanser is proving not to be worth it at this point because of the amount of time. She ideally wanted to moonfall along the left and just kill everything along the bottom, but that pirate got away and kind of foiled her plans. So that cleanser definitely probably losing time overall, but it's okay getting through. At this point, she's just every room that she gets is just trying to increase the lead that she has. Meanwhile, we have Bastion already at room 20, so already racking up some points. All right, heading through that down door, and watch out for that crab. All right, so Forgotten Highway for Exact, and we have Bastion taking that right door, and is going to, yeah, ideally, yeah, okay, there we go. So Bastion ducked right there, and that starts hitting like the entire pile minus the one in the back. And, oh, Bastion tried to get that moonfall, but a little close to the ledge, so walked off the ledge, that's okay. Bastion took some damage earlier, so does not have that full health. Definitely saved her from taking a death earlier, but yeah, a lot of room. So very, very, very good room so far for Exact. And she is opting to take the left door here because she doesn't want to see that boss with that charge. So changed her mind, took the left door. That's a very heads up decision by Exact. And we have Bastion with the Thread the Needle room. This room does kind of suck, honestly. It's okay, but with this loadout, it's not really the best. She's gonna take the hit. Oh, quickly reacts with the super. So very well played by Bastion. We'll be able to get some health back. It looks like that did about 80 damage. So if she gets a few big health, she'll probably be safe for another time. Nice super shot, but no longer has any supers, and we have a few more Puyos coming up, so this is gonna be a little bit dangerous. She kind of really does want to get that health if she can. It looks like she's gonna try to go for it. I don't know. I think it'll despawn. So unfortunately, it despawns. But here we go. 8 seconds, 7 seconds left for Exact, and gets the 30-second bonus. So wow, that was a really, really clutch kill right there at the very end. But here we go. I think Exact should be okay at this point. There's one little tricky worm left at the very end that she'll have to deal with. The rest should be fine. So it's this final worm right here. But she also has 104 health, so she should be good even if she couldn't get it. And Exact is, I think Exact should lay a power bomb right here to get through a little bit faster if she can. Unfortunately, having some trouble jump morphing. And she times out. So room 64, that is GG to Exact. But 64, a very, very strong showing for Exact. And 64 rooms is good for 68 points. Wow, that is an amazing run for Exact right off the bat. So here we go. 68 points for Exact. And Bastion is already on room 30 after this one. Alright, so here we go. Full refill, 2 supers, has that ice beam. Now if Bastion is able to get just a few more beams or something like that, she'll be in a really prime position. And if Exact, you know what we need to see for, I think what we need to see for Bastion is probably like a reserve. If she gets a reserve tank, I think she can start cooking like really hard. Let her play a little bit more freely, because right now it's honestly a little bit nerve-wracking to have to play everything when everything is just one-shotting you. We've seen Exact able to get a reserve twice so far today. But oh, here we go. Now there we go. Wave, ice, speed booster. This is looking really good for Bastion. Exact picks the speed booster. That's a very good pickup for her. And it looks like this is going to be charge beam for Bastion. So with that charge beam, I kind of think at this point, Bastion likes going for the secret, but it's worth 2k. The time it takes to get here, I don't think it's something you could really justify, but she does like going for this one. Falls back down. I think she's just gonna go for it. She might also just want the missiles as well. Because if you get caught fighting Fantoon without any missiles, you're kind of in trouble as well. So that might be what she's kind of going for. Now, this speed booster jump, the thing is, like, you need a certain amount of speed, otherwise it's extremely jank. I think she really wants to get a lot of run speed here. Yeah, there we go. And she gets the 2k secret right there. And she needs to make sure she's not really holding run. Otherwise, the speed booster jump without high jump is super weird and kind of messed up. But there we go. She gets through fine. She killed these monsters earlier, so doesn't have to deal with any of the problems that they might cause when you kind of go down that little path. But there we go. 2 missiles picked up for Bastion because she took that top route, gets that charge. And which way is she gonna go? She's gonna go out the right side. I think she came from the bottom right. Is that where she came from? Yes, so, nope. Okay, the door opens up again. All right, so there we go. Bastion goes out the right side. Now, once again, she picked up charge. So that does mean she can, in fact, get bosses going to the right side. Now, Kraid is probably fine, but Fantoon is going to be really, really dangerous. Probably causing some sort of death. That is going to be the right side, Bastion. You have to go out the right side there. The left are the crumble blocks, if anyone's wondering why the blocks look like that. And it's Fantoon. And that's the problem with charge beam, because you get charge beam, you start getting tough fights like this. Fantoon is currently hitting for 100 damage. Bastion has 154 HP. Now has 54. One more hit will be the end of her. Takes the flame hit, and that is the end of that run, but not without gaining another cool 25 points, putting Bastion at 52 points. So right up there once again with Exact. Exact is only on room 12 right now. So as much as it looked like there might have been a huge gap earlier, that's just because Bastion had to finish out that run to kind of show that it's a little bit more even. Meanwhile, we have a horrible room for Exact. That's kind of what we need to see. That's what Bastion needs to see right here. So right off the bat, the hard part of this room is at the very end. It's at the very end. So we have our eyes right now on Exact. She should be able to get through these middle parts, potentially not taking too much damage, but we've also seen that she's had some trouble getting some jump morphs in. That's kind of been something that Exact has been struggling with today. So this final part, you often have to do a bunch of very tight wall jumps repeatedly, and one spin break can spell disaster, but makes it through. And wow, very well played by Exact to get through. That's a really tough one. At room 13, the little bug probably won't kill her, but totally fine. Meanwhile, we have Bastion with the speed booster, grabbing that secret, and is just going to fly through that room. And we got the funny noises, the funny piano noises from the little ghosts right there. It's always a fun little thing when you play any sort of like randomizer. You have all these warped noises. But all right, we have Bastion heading through the Terminator, and we have Exact getting through some crabs. Gonna have to jump it. With the pea shooter, you're not really gonna be able to do much here. So just gotta jump over the crabs and dodge them as opposed to trying to kill them. And in this spot for Exact, I would actually consider just taking damage going through, but she gets through that very quickly. Bastion has never gotten hit by a crab in her entire life, and gets through that crab room, takes the right door, gets the bombs. Probably not what she wanted to see. You wanted to see that wave beam, but gets bombs, totally fine. You can't really dodge it forever. It's a very common room. 23 minutes left on the clock. I wonder if Exact thought about sparking up there for fun, but there is just an elevator waiting up there. You can go out that way, but it's a little, we'll say it's a little inefficient. All right. Bastion does not believe in crabs, no. All right. Oh, no morph. Oh, it's a little bit of a scam. So the quickest way to kind of avoid damage in that room that Bastion just was in is to morph immediately underneath the lasers. However, without having morph, you obviously can't morph. So it's a very arcade thing. It's a very common arcade thing that you see this room and oh, Bastion, you fell a little far. It's okay. Just make short work of these pirates and make your way back up there and you'll be fine. But yeah, it's common in this room when you come from the right side that you'll see arcade runners will they'll duck and then they'll just take a laser to the face, because that's like the instant reaction. You see that, you duck and you morph, but unfortunately sometimes you just don't have morph and can't do it, so you take the hit and then you lose that you lose that damage list. All right, so nice smooth by Bastion. Now Exact is gonna go for the short charge. This is a tight one. Oh, almost getting it. Oh, wow. Oh, no. She's going to have to do it again. So 5,000 points for the short charge. Nice short charge. Gets the up the shaft. So it's another 5,000 points for a cool plus 40 seconds on the clock. Very well played by Exact. All right. Oh, Bastion. Tough room for Bastion. These flies will likely one-shot her at this point. So I think the best way is to not quite one-shotting, but she's just got to go. She's just got to go. I don't think it's worth messing with these guys. They're too scary. They're too scary. Now, does Bastion have charge? If Bastion has charge, you can... run Bastion! Takes a hit from the crab. So Bastion tends to take the approach of making sure everything dies, but I think that did cost her right there, because those flies, I see those guys, I just want to get away because they're so scary. They will effectively one-shot you once you're past room 20 almost all the time. And unfortunately, Bastion does take the third, but not without scoring 4 points. So we're back at 56, and we have Exact making short work of this bomb chorizo. Whoa, room 2 crab. Room 2 crab is how you absolutely die. That's one of the more dangerous rooms you can get at room 2. Most you would expect not to normally die in room 2, but I've definitely died in room 2 crab a few times myself, especially if you try to beat it through the door. All right, we have Exact finally picking up that charge beam. And is she gonna go through the right door? No, she's gonna take that left door because she does not want to see that Fantoon. 20 minutes left for both runners. And nice morph ball. Sanity check for Bastion. I love that. I always do that myself. Sometimes I have to wonder, man, of all these arcade games played, all these arcade games I've played, do I have bombs? And then you just kind of have to like morph and like sit there. It's probably the smartest thing to actually just go to the right, and as you morph through the tunnel, lay bombs and then turn around if you actually do have it. But you know, you just gotta get that answer right away, right? You gotta get that answer right away. All right, nice little spark to kill all the little bugs along the back for Exact. While grabbing that secret, Bastion kills the Kago and is rewarded with some quick power bombs. So, already on room 7. And more power bombs for Bastion. Wow, okay, so that's always really good. Power bombs are definitely a way you can answer an incredible amount of rooms. So that's gonna be a very big help for Bastion here. Now we have Exact. Gonna head up this, doing the nice little 2 missile shot to kill, flexing that knowledge to kill that little Ripper right there. And Bastion getting kind of a tough room here. Is gonna go ahead and kill the fish. And she's gonna make her way down. Oh, watch the spin. If you want to ensure underwater that, because if you're spin jumping and you start turning, your momentum sort of carries in a weird way, so you'll, ooh, Exact taking a hit from that Kago. That was not what she wanted, but yeah, a good trick when you're underwater and you're turning and you're like, oh crap, like I can't stop myself from going to the right even though I'm holding left. If you break spin, almost taking a hit from the crab right there. If you break spin, whether by a shot or an angle button, usually a shot is how I do it. You can, you'll completely stop your momentum going from the way that you don't want to. So that's something to keep in mind. It's a small little nuanced thing that if you're doing some underwater movement and there's things that are in the way, nice smooth from Bastion to keep in mind. So Bastion is gonna go, ooh, Exact takes a big hit right there. So room 45, really strong showing from Exact here, but that hit was not good. At this point, those things are actually hurting quite a bit, even though they did a base of 15, and Exact I thought was about to get crab pleased right there because you took a little bit of time going through that door. Things are moving faster now. All right, so, okay, got that ghost spawning on the right side. Gets the quick clipping. And ooh, it's always spooky when the ghost spawns on top of you. Now, Bastion does have, yeah, Bastion's got, ooh, gotta be careful, don't take too much damage here. But Bastion has power bombs to take care of everything in here. And yeah, Bastion, you gotta be careful. The farm bugs are definitely the most dangerous thing. It's weird how this works, but you always see the B-toms and you're like, oh, the B-toms are gonna kill me, but in fact the bugs popping out of nowhere, knocking you into the spikes and messing you up is often the most dangerous thing in any of these farm rooms. All right. Oh, Leodoc's room. Exact has said that this is a room that she absolutely despises. And let's see if she can get through it cleanly. She's gonna take her time. Shoot some missiles. Yes, 3 missiles to kill these metal pirates. They take a lot of damage from missiles. A mix of missiles right there and shots because she is now out. 1 super will also do the trick here. Now, she is, did something a little bit fancy there, but didn't quite work the way she wanted it to. But yeah, is gonna take care of this pirate. She'll probably, is she gonna take care of the pirate at the top, or is she just gonna try to avoid it? We'll see here. Meanwhile, we have Bastion room 18, making up time real quick. And so now Exact has to figure out how am I gonna deal with these final pirates. Okay, 1 super here, and it looks like she's gonna jump over the last one, gets that damageless. Well played by Exact. Exact now at room 52, getting that bonus. So very well played by Exact. So everything that she gets here is going to be a lot of points. So putting on an extremely strong showing. We know Bastion getting this early charge. And is going to go ahead and grab these missiles, grab the charge, and let's see if she takes the left or right door, because last time she took that right door, she effectively got instantly punished by getting a forced second right door into Fantoon. So a little bit of misfortune right there, but we'll see how this works out for Bastion, taking this right door right here. And rewarded by Speed Booster. So that's one of those things you can't always be, you know, too afraid to take certain doors that are potentially really good just because of a chance of something bad, because Speed Booster is a really good item and Bastion gets rewarded with that. And now she has her choice between the up and right doors. At this point, she can absolutely take the up doors, I think. I don't like that spark. I don't like that spark. Oh, God. Oh, God. She's alive. There are a lot of up doors that are very dangerous. This is one of them that's a little bit dangerous. The other one you can spark directly into the red pirate shaft and get hit by the Gamer, but looks like Bastion's got this under control. Room 23, I don't think the Spore Spawn is actually doing quite that much damage right now. But here we go. We have, and the other thing is you don't even get YOLO bonuses for, you don't even get a YOLO bonus for up doors. It's I think it pretty much registers a horizontal spark. Don't know exactly how the YOLOs register exactly, but yeah, you cannot get it through an up door. Angle spark or an up spark does not work. She'll always go for the YOLO. Ooh, gotta make sure you're staying crouched there, Bastion. Ah, that's a big hit right there. That's a good YOLO for Exact. Nice safe play. Wow, room 61 for Exact. Very, very strong play. Okay. So, Bastion laying some eggs right there. Oh no! Gotta be a little bit careful here. Ooh. Oh, the spores. Ah, no! And Bastion unmorphs just as Spore Spawn decides to open up his mouth. So, Bastion at room 23. That's good for 13 points. She is now at, nice, 69 points. Lynx, thank you for the raid. No thanks. And Bastion is ahead of Exact Science. Never mind the current amazing run that Exact is on. But you know what? Bastion is in the lead with 69 points. That's the best we could ask for. That's the best current result. And Exact looks like she timed out. I don't think she got hit by a crab there. So looks like she times out right there. Room 64. And that's 2 64s in a row. And that is good for 68 points once again, for a grand total of 136 points. Math with Eddie. Amazing showing by Exact, but Bastion on another run. She has gotten that 73 in the past. She could do it again. And let's see it. Bastion going ahead and Exact starting up another run. Getting that quick CWJ. And let's get that audio on Bastion. Now, keep in mind, as we said before, Bastion has gotten 73 rooms as a personal best. If Bastion were to get another 73 run, that'd be 86 points, putting her very clearly in the lead. So it is never over. It is never over until the last runner takes that death, runs out of time after the timer is gone. So keep watching. We have Bastion trying to get this damageless bomb chorizo. And we have Exact also getting through that bomb chorizo fight. Making that, yelling at that crab to get out of the way. And the crab does get out of the way by dying. Alright, so Bastion, quick work of bomb chorizo. 40 shots to the chest. And And an immediate charge. Immediate charge. That's not really what you want to see. Room 8 charge is so rough just because it adds. Now, you want to be taking those right doors. You really want to take those right doors because you need the beams. You need the beams, otherwise the game is just going to be horrible. But Vantoon and Kraid are both in the right door. I don't think either of these runners have seen Kraid. It's only been Vantoon. That's actually so rude. Alright, so, quickly getting through these fire fleas. Bastion is heading to the right, meanwhile Exact is going out the top door. And, tough room for Bastion. The problem with using the missiles here, is, okay, so if you miss the missiles and you don't get the missile refund, then you'll have the missiles for these, you don't have the missiles for the pancakes. And the pancakes are kind of the dangerous part, right? Because they're actually blocking your path. So Bastion tried to quickly weave through them, but unfortunately took the hit, and now she's health bombed, so she's only going to be getting health from this one. Unless you get above 50, you're still going to be health bombed, so she doesn't have an answer here. One thing she can do, she can actually pseudo screw. This is a situation, takes the death in there. Because she had charge, you don't usually have charge that early, but because she had charge, she could have considered holding a pseudo screw and jumping up there. So only room 10, so no points for that one. And we have Exact going for the missiles up here and is going to go for the 5k secret. This is a long bomb jump. So she's going for it while she can. Let's see if she makes it up here. Keep the audio on Bastion for now. And will she make the bomb jump? One tap to the right and gets up there. Nice. All right. Thank you for the kind words. All right, so Exact is, oh my. Now, wouldn't have been quite the spectacle if Exact spent all that time and energy to get that secret, only to immediately die by landing in the acid. Okay, now here's the thing. I think Exact was facing right, so if she taps left, she will actually not be flung to the left. So she actually has to, okay, yeah, she didn't do the tap left thing. She just held left at the top and she made it through. She's got 2 missiles here. I think Exact wants to maybe fire some missiles to be a little bit more efficient, but P-shot's fine. It's in the end, it's a small optimization. Meanwhile, we have Bastion going ahead and moving on to the next room. Oh, it's a tough room. 10 shots to the seahorse to kill them. So it's a slow room, but you know, you gotta take it slow when you have no missiles, no nothing, no ammo. That's just kind of how it is sometimes. That's arcade for you. So Bastion doing this room quite quickly though. So very well played so far by Bastion. Dodges the fireballs that are gonna hit her in the foot and grabs that 2k secret on the right or sorry, 1k secret on the right and grabs the power bomb. So Exact, attempt number 2 on the early super. Nice, well played. And she's gonna go ahead and grab the actual early supers. Now, it's with the pea shooter, it's a little bit jank because everything does not die quickly. Once you have one singular beam, getting the super is so much easier, but it is very annoying. And oh, the 2 big hops right over Exact is quite annoying. So yeah, without a beam, it can be annoying to grab the super, but Exact does grab it and is rewarded with that strong projectile. So here we go. We have Bastion with the ice beam making it through the pancakes and waivers, grabs the 750 secret down there and grabs the 750 points by killing the pancakes. Meanwhile, oh, we have Exact in huge trouble. What do you even do? This is a Rip Bozo moment. Oh no, what do you even do? They're all out of whack. They're all out of whack. Oh my, I would die there too. I would die there too. But Exact takes an earlier death than she normally from popping off so hard in the last few runs, takes that immediate death, and that's good for 4 points. This is tough. This is tough. When you play arcade this many times in a race setting, it starts getting tough. Things that you want to do don't really work out the way that you want to. Your movement might get a little bit more sluggish because it's exhausting. Trust me, we've all been there. We've talked about with previous runners that have been on here. They talked about, man, when I was on that last run, like I was just like winded. It was so hard. We've seen all this, right? So let's see. What really matters is how strong these 2 runners can finish. Now we have Bastion picking up that grapple and is not Does not have any missiles or supers, so cannot get that blinding bonus on the right. Can't open that door. And gets the bombs. All right, so wave beam for exact. And exact, we've seen Bastion do this room quite a bit. I feel like I've seen Bastion do this room quite a bit. So exact now has to get through this main street. It's a slow room, it's water, and there's a lot of crabs and fish that are all trying to one-shot you, basically. And careful there, exact. Now, there is this 2K secret on the right that you can get, but sometimes if you go slow, this fish is now in the way when you want to fall to the left. So now you gotta fall to the right, but now these fish can be in your way, and now there's a crab that can be in your way. Oh my goodness, okay. Well played by Exact to kind of navigate her way through there and almost got hit by the crab. Almost got crab, please. Now, here's the question. Have we seen Bastion take a single death to a crab today? I'm pretty sure in every single showdown we've done, I'm pretty sure every runner has gotten killed by a crab. So Bastion might be like the first person that is not gonna die to a crab in this run, which is absolutely amazing. But this is a really difficult room. If she can get through it, I'd be very impressed. It's hard. These fumes will probably one-shot her. Oh, fireball coming. You can bait the boulder. Ooh, jumps over, but it was fine. Okay, so it was fine. Only 60 damage. Is not deep enough into the room where it would have one-shot her. If she was just one more room down, she might have actually died. So very well played. Ultimately went for the speedrun strat, not baiting the boulder out, but just trying to jump over the boulder, and I respect that decision. All right, grabbing that energy tank. 4 minutes left on the runs. We have Bastion. This is a room where you'd want to either lay a power bomb, which she could, or you want to unequip ice. Actually, because she has grapple, this is actually a really good room to use grapple in. You can rapidly kill the bugs here. But yeah, Bastion. If there's one thing that's I can say about Bastion's playstyle in arcade, if every room had a cleanser, Bastion would have an incredible amount of time because she absolutely loves exterminating these monsters. I held my breath there. I held my breath there because I was wondering if the queen of the ocean was about to succumb to a crab, but she did not. All right, so here we go. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left on this run. Exact, thinking about getting that E-Tank, decides not to, moves on, gets a free E-Tank anyway. And this is a room where you can get a cleanser in, and Bastion is going to attempt the cleanser. Now there's still 2 enemies at the top. There is the cactus, and there is a waver at the top. Okay, she just actually wanted to grab the secret, and she was out of here. Now, here we go. It's another room. We talked about how horrible this room is. There's a lot of crabs and fishes out here to try to get you. So far, Bastion has been able to get through this room cleanly, but at room 28, I would say at room 28, it gets a lot more dangerous. The things are moving really, really quickly. So it's just not the same situation you want to, it's not the same same situation as when you're in room 10. There is a crab currently making its way up to where Bastion is right now, but she is going to run off the left ledge, and that's the safe way to go about it. I think the right crab, global crab, is now probably where she fell from originally, so all she has to do is go to the right, and she's totally fine. That crab is not anywhere to be seen here because at room 28, it's moving too quickly. It's already made its way halfway up there, and Bastion moves on to room 29. This one, you can quickly just go out that left door, is what she's going to do here, and Exact is fighting BT. Oh, that was, oh, okay. Bastion not even touching the ground on that one. Very well played. I like that. That was some skillful play right there. I gotta pick. You know, even I'm learning something new today. Something I gotta try out myself. All right, we got the Hellway. This is a tough room. Exact with one of the difficult rooms that you get specifically from having space jump. And Exact takes a death from the pancake or the fish. It was one of the things in the water. Room 24. So that's 14 rooms. So that's good for room 154 points for Exact. And we have Bastion finally with that charge, but Exact can go again. We got 1 minute left. So Exact, you can go ahead. You have a time for one more run. Bastion is going to go ahead and equip ice. And exact, this will most likely, I mean, unless you take a room 2 crab death, this will be your final run. So a timely death for exact, honestly, because now she gets another attempt. And Bastion, with 35 seconds left, we are about closing in on the final run here. Bastion gets that charge beam. So Bastion with the grapple. Unfortunately, what this means is, first of all, she's running out of time. And what this means, unfortunately, is Dragon is on the table, and even if she only takes left doors, she can still get that Dragon fight. So here we go. That E-Tank is going to be a little tricky to get. So here we go. We're going to grab that missile, and Bastion is going to want to spark up there, actually. So, oh, does she not have high jump? I think she does have high jump, actually. So she's gonna opt to instead lay the power bomb up here. The timer is now done for both these players, so this is your final run. And okay, nice. Froze that B-Tom, so was able to use it as a platform. That's very well played. But Bastion with only 18 seconds left. Unfortunately, not quite the way that she wanted it to be. Takes the death. And that is GG. Bastion with 36 rooms. That's good for 26 points, which means Bastion finishes this run with a cool 95 points. GG. Exact. Taking a death right there on the Metroid. And finishes up on room 12. So that is good for 156 points. And that means Exact is the winner of today's showdown with an incredible showing. Everyone get your claps out for Exact. GG's Exact. Very well played. All right. So in this voice call right now, we have today's runners, Exact Science and Bastion Blue Succubus. GG's to both of you. GG's to both of you.
Yeah, GG Bastion.
Thank you. GG Exact.
So, any immediate thoughts? Oh, Exact. I'll start with you. Winning today's match. Any thoughts that you had on today's match? Any scares that you had, or anything that any funny moments that you can kind of recall?
I mean, there were a couple of moments where I came very close to some crabs. Crabs. I maintain that crabs are the worst enemy in Super Metroid, and somehow arcade makes them worse.
I mean, not to Bastion. Bastion has not gotten hit by a crab today. She never will.
I don't understand what horrific eldritch creature you must have had to make a deal with to not ever die to a crab, but
I attribute it to getting really frustrated at dying to crabs so many times. And then just being really, really, really determined to just not die at crabs anymore, because I really wanted to get good at arcade. I also would like to say too that maybe Echo the Dolphin has something to do with me being able to dodge crabs.
Shout out to SM Charles in chat for spreading the word of Echo the Dolphin.
Right, the eldritch horror of eldritch.
That's true. There is an eldritch horror in that game. So
yeah.
But yeah.
Oh my god.
Were either of you listening to the commentary as you played, or were you? I'm wondering what was going on, because that first game, Exact, you got the early lead, but it was actually really close at the very end with Bastion making a deep run into one of the seeds. So it was only a few rooms apart at that point. So I was wondering if any of you were listening to kind of what was going on, or seeing what was happening with the points in that moment.
Yeah, I had it up while I was running.
Yeah, against my better judgment, I think I had it up.
Sometimes having that, I've heard of instances when we've run any % tournaments in the past. I remember hearing some people would have the feed up in the background, but they quickly realized that it actually just like made them play worse a little bit and like kind of spooked them a little bit, so they realized like, oh, and then they just like turned it off. I don't know if you felt similarly, Bastion, about that.
Maybe it helped, maybe it didn't. I don't know. I think maybe it did give me maybe the jitters a little bit. Maybe
Yeah.
next time I won't. I don't know. But then there were a few moments where I just like laughed out loud and everything like that, and so it kind of made me feel a little bit better. So I don't know. Give or take, it was okay.
I thought it was good because like Eddie, there were so many times where I would like I had like almost died to something really stupid and somehow managed to dumb luck my way out of it. And like you like spoke exactly my thoughts like several times.
Yeah, that's sometimes I just spout nonsense and hope it sticks, and I guess that's what happens sometimes. But Bastion, for what you were saying earlier, you know, how something silly happens and then you laugh. I kind of feel like that's a trademark thing on your stream, at least when we're playing arcade. So definitely, I enjoyed it, and I feel like the chat also enjoyed it. I think the whole, well, everything that kind of happened was a good time.
Yeah, I try to do my best to make people laugh. I think maybe it's just the actress in me. I don't know. I just want to say I have not in all of my time playing arcade, which admittedly has not been that long, but I have never seen this many bosses in a single just like night.
The Fantoons.
When I saw that second Fantoon, I was just like, of course I had my microphone muted, but I was just like, what in the hell is going on? I could not believe it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think there was a single crate today. I don't know exactly if you got a crate. I don't think anyone got a crate, right? It was only Fantoons today.
Did not get a crate.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And, like, I was really mad about the Fantoon fight I got too because I had like wave plasma, and I messed up the like. I was trying to just like do two missiles charge shot and like do it that way. But then I messed it up, didn't die, but was just like hunkered down in a corner shooting the flames, and he spawned directly on top of me.
Directly on you. Yep, that's
nothing.
That's just,
it.
that's
like,
Fantoon for
that
you.
was actually like, and that like if that had happened in a run where I was like going in there with like 4 missiles and charge beam, it would be whatever. But it's like I had 12 missiles and a super and charge plasma. Like, why?
All I can say is if you have any concerns, Leorin is in the chat. It's Leorin's fault. All the blame can be put on Leorin.
Okay, I think I got Spore Spawn Supers out of a water room. I think that's my personal like bet noir with this game. It's getting Spore Spawn Supers with speed coming from a water room because the layer 3 stuff breaks my heart every time.
All right, so
I just want to say too, like I'm kind of upset that I didn't get to show off my grapple jump because I actually I spent so much time today like trying to like figuring out how to do that.
Yes. You did show off the bomb jump though. You talked about how like, I've done all these speed runs, but like I was like I never really had to bomb jump in a bunch of locations, and then you talked about how you practiced that, and you did get to show off a completely clean first try bomb jump up the pre-grapple room, which was pretty awesome.
Oh, thank you. I'm pretty proud of that.
Yeah.
I had this incredible seed the other night. Actually, I think it was like 2 nights ago. I was almost there about to beat my PB. I think I was at room 68 and I got plasma, but like I didn't have like all the items to get out of there easily, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to bomb jump, and I had like 2 minutes or something, or like a
Mhm.
minute and a half or something like that, and then I
Mhm.
couldn't bomb jump out.
Oh, I see. That'll make you learn it real quick.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay, well, I need to hit the books because this was a little embarrassing.
Hey, showed it off excellently. The first try, the
Mm.
hardest part, honestly, is that first bomb because you have to jump and then lay it at the right time. But I remember watching that, and you just completely nailed it all the way to the top. So that was awesome.
Thank you, thank you. Mhm.
But yeah, exact Bastion. Are there any kind of final words that either of you'd like to say? Just get your thoughts out there.
Well, exact. You can go first.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I guess thank you, Bastion, for the match. GG's again. Thanks, Eddie, for hosting this and for comms. It was really nice to like be able to listen to comms during a match, but also like have somebody who's clearly so enthusiastic about like what you're calming. Like it was great. I really enjoyed it, and thanks to everybody for watching. And yeah, I will probably try and do another one of these at some point. This was really fun.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah. I really loved this. This was a lot of fun, and I had no idea that I would be earning the nickname the Queen of Crabs tonight. But hey, I'll roll with it.
That's what happens when you play Echo the Dolphin.
Right. Can I just say I know this is off topic, but I really loved it the other night, Eddie, when you popped into my stream. I think it was on the weekend. And I think I was like 4 hours in to just like the last level or something of Echo, and your first thing that you said was just like, "Oh my God, Charles, what have you done to her?" Like you already knew.
I mean, if I've seen someone play that game, I know Charles is up to no good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was a good time. Both of you, thank you for joining me to do this arcade showdown. I really do appreciate both of you participating, and I had a really good time doing comms here, and I think the chat really enjoyed it too. So thank you both for doing this.
Yeah, it was a blast. Thank you for having us. And hey, I like Exact said, like she said, I'd love to do another one.
Okay, yeah.
So
I mean, I'm gonna be on vacation like in a week or so, but I'd like to keep doing these. So you
Hell yeah.
absolutely can do another one. But I have to make sure I do my little vacation, take care of that other one that we have, and I am going to go through and definitely make a list of people that want to keep playing, and we'll do it
Hell
again.
yeah.
We'll do it again.
Mhm.
All right. Okay, with that, I am probably going to sign off this Discord and say some final words to the people on the stream. But once again, Exact, Bastion, thank you so much for joining and participating in this race. I had a lot of fun, and I appreciate you both.
Yeah, same. Appreciate both of you. GG,
Yeah.
Bastion.
Same.
Thanks again, Eddie.
GG's Exact. Thank you, Eddie.
All right, GG's.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
You too.